we're going to be talking about is Father's Day. We're going to be talking about the father seniors. So
yeah, that's good. Well, everybody, as I announced it on our page, we are live. We are live from Atlanta, Georgia. My name is John, and if you can see here, this little girl loves me very much. I know that it's in her heart, and I'm trying my best to teach her to love me, because when I get older, I'm gonna need her to be there on my side, right? But I have to teach her that very early. Well, again, my name is John, and you guys, many of you know me, and you know what I have been doing. I've been really trying my very best to advocate for our seniors. On Mother's Day, I did have a show for the mothers. That was a very special show. And today we're doing the same thing. So we're doing the same thing for our fathers. Definitely we're gonna focus on a little bit on seniors, but we're gonna focus on all the fathers. So I wanna say happy Father's Day to every father who is watching this show. If you are not a father, you have a father. I'm pretty sure you do. So I wanna take this opportunity to ask you to sit back and try to be part of the show. We're doing something very different on the show. What we're gonna do, we're gonna be giving out some gift cards. So we're gonna choose the people who make the best comments about fathers, and we'll mail them a gift card. So it's gonna be a free gift card. So this is just as a sign of appreciation for everybody who appreciates the fathers. So mainly we're gonna focus today on talking about our senior fathers, the people who were there for us when we were younger. So we wanna make sure that we pay them a tribute. We wanna make sure that we are there for them today. And again, as I always said, my videos usually, again, I do a lot of education, but very important part of the videos that I've been making, very important part of my live videos that I've been making, part of it is really providing education for people, encouraging them to love their parents, encouraging them to take care of their parents. To me, this is very important to me. I do this for my parents. And I think it is a very important thing for us to encourage other people to love their parents, to do their very best, to provide the very best for them, you know. Again, you guys know I run a home care company, and part of what I do is providing care to people in their home. Again, we always talk about home care, about how we should keep people at home. But again, keeping at home is one thing, but also I think as kids, we have to love our parents. We have to love our father. We have to pay them tribute. One of the very important thing is a lot of the time we look at the things that our dad did that were wrong, but we never look at the positive things. What we should do actually, we should look at the positive things they did. And again, nobody is perfect. We all have flaws. So you look at the positive things, and then you, from the positive things, you look at the negative stuff, and you maybe pray for them to change. Because again, they are still evolving. A lot of the time when they get older, I'm pretty sure my parents today, they feel like there were some decisions they made that were not fair. But again, I have to also look at them who gave me life. I mean, besides God, they raised me, and I'm who I am. Not who I am for just me, but who I am for my kids, who I am for my community, the work that I do. Again, it's because of those parents who assisted me. So I think this is extremely important for us to take a look at that and continue to encourage our children. Because again, kids, the way kids are, they look at what you do, even though you tell them to do certain things, but it is very important that you do the right thing so they see what you're doing. So if I show that I love my parents today, if I show that I don't want to leave them in a bad condition, saying I have a daddy and I make sure I take good care of my daddy, I make sure I look out for them, I do the very best to keep them safe and everything. I don't take advantage of them because they get older. I don't disrespect them because they get older. Guess what? My kids will look at what I do and they will replicate the same thing. So as a result, it's gonna be a positive thing for me. Because believe it or not, I'm not gonna stay young as I am. I'll get older. We all gonna get older one day. So what we wanna do is today we wanna do our very best to encourage our kids. By taking care of our parents, we're encouraging them to actually take care of us when we get older, right?
Yes.
So what do you think about this Father's Day? So what do you want to say?
So fathers are very important to me because I love my dad so much and I care about my dad. My dad means more to me, more than anything else.
You want to wish a happy Father's Day to all our fathers, seniors, and
Happy Father's Day to all of the seniors.
Okay. Well, again, I think it is very important for people to pay them that tribute, right? Like your grandpa. Okay,
Yes.
he's older, but he did a good job because your grandpa. If your grandpa wasn't there, I wouldn't be here. So therefore, it's kind of a chain. So we have to continue to take care of our parents. Okay. Again, if you just connected, we are having a very special show today. We're talking about fathers. Again, we focus on seniors, but we're talking about fathers in general. I want to take this time to wish every one of you fathers out there, wish you a happy Father's Day, because being a father is not an easy thing. It is a very, very difficult task, and I take my hat off to you guys who've been doing your very best to be the best father that you could be, to be the best father who are teaching your kids the best values. So again, I want to take this very special moment to wish every one of you a happy Father's Day. And want to encourage you to continue to do what you're doing, taking care of your kids. Show them the right way. Show them the good things, because this is extremely important. It is extremely important to educate them. And again, as I was talking about seniors, we have to teach our kids the very best thing. Now, one of the things that I notice, that I encounter as I go around and do home care evaluation for seniors, one of the things usually that comes out comes out is that they would say that my kids don't respect, they disrespect me, and they would say my grandkids also, they disrespect me. But let me tell you, as I said, what our kids see us do, that's what they replicate. They do exactly what we do. So when we are in a house with our parents and we are very disrespectful to them, or we're not taking good care of them, guess what our kids are gonna do when we get older? They will do the same thing for us. So again, I look at it, paying very good attention to our father is not just a question of, oh, I'm going to do this for them, but you're also doing it for you. So if you have kids at home, you want to do the very best for your parents, because your parents will do, your kids will be doing the best thing for you too when you get older, right, Regina?
Yes.
So.
And I'm going to be singing for Father's Day when
Okay.
it's there.
You want to sing for the fathers?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you for all the fathers. Thank you for all the fathers that we have. What could we do without you? I need you right by me. I love you.
Well, thank you very much. That was a good song. I appreciate it. Thank you for singing for the fathers. That was amazing. So, we think it was very important. If you are a father, I know many fathers may be watching this or will be watching it later. Either you will be watching it on Instagram, or you will be seeing it on Twitter, or you're watching on Facebook, or if you are on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. I want you to know that if you get older right now and you had kids and you felt like the kids are not paying good attention to you, well, there are some people who are trying their very best to advocate for you. And this is part of what I do. So part of what I do is a lot of the topics in the community, a lot of the topics that are geared toward older people. Because again, I have a very big passion for older people, for people who are veterans, or yesterday I was working in the hospital and few of my patients, I shared that with them because they would say, hey, I was in service or whatever. But it doesn't matter what you did, but you were in the community where you were supporting us. So you are a daddy to all of us in a way. A daddy is somebody who takes care of their kids. They take care of people. But a lot of those senior people, they took care of people in the community. It doesn't matter how they did it. But today, if you tell me you're driving a road, it was built by somebody, the plan was made by somebody. And a lot of the time, those people, they're older now, or maybe they're not even alive anymore. So to me, it is extremely important that we also remember those people, that we pay them attention, okay? So if you are watching and you have a father, you have a dad, your dad may be right now in the nursing home. They may be at an assisted living. They may be at a senior community. One thing I want you to do, today is a very, very good day that you could go there and spend some time with them. Talk to them. Say, Daddy, I love you. Make them feel good. Talk to them about some of the positive things they did in your life. Because again, yes, there are many things that would be negative, but I'm pretty sure there were some very positive things that your dad did in your life. So if you're watching, it will be a good thing that you go there and give them a hug. Make them feel better. It makes a very, very big difference. You may not have money to give to them. You may not be able to offer them a very important present or gifts. But just a hug, just the thought of them knowing that you care, just the thought of knowing that somebody cares about them, it makes a very, very, very big difference. Many of our seniors are suffering from a lot of issues. Depression is one of the very important one, which is one of the topics we talk about on our YouTube channel the last couple of weeks. But when you look at it, part of the reason why they go through the depression mode, it's because nobody loves them anymore. They feel everybody gives up on them. They feel like their kids and everybody, and again, what I'm talking about here, I'm not just talking about things that I don't know, but because of the type of job that I do, I see this a lot. I see this a lot where you would be asking people, okay, so where are your kids? So what happens to your children? Did you have any children? Where are they? But they wouldn't know. They would be like, well, they don't want to have anything to do with me. Well, to me, this is wrong. And to me, as a community, this is something that we need to address. And one of the things we have to always think about is we will be old too. Don't treat somebody the way that you would not have wanted to be, somebody to treat you. So it's very important that we treat our parents good so that when we get older, somebody will treat us good. So again, if your parents is not at home, they may be in a nursing home. I understand situation. Maybe you couldn't keep them at home, but where they are, go pay them a visit. When I visit with them, they feel so happy. Myself, even though they are not my parents, but they feel happy somebody came and talked to them and listened to them because they need somebody to talk. I understand we are in a community. Sometimes when you get older, it gets difficult for you. But again, this is why I am here. I'm here to bring that awareness that we should be taking very good care of our parents, that we should be managing them well, that we should be looking out for them. We should be looking out for them. We should make sure that we do the very best. I want to congratulate many, many people that I've seen who have their parents. And even though the parents get older, they take their very very, very best. They take the very, very high level of care for those people. Even though they get older, they're not able to make decisions, they get confused or whatever happened. But they do their very best to make sure they keep those people safe. Safe at home. And really those people, I'm telling you guys, I really, really love you. And the reason I love everybody, but I love you because the nature of the job that I do, when I see this happen, it makes my job easier. It just makes it easier because I know that some people are having the same goal that I have, which is the goal of making sure we take care of our senior, making sure we take care of our parents, whether you are a veteran, whether you work at the market, wherever you work, you are in the community, you are useful to the community. I do believe we should be taking care of you. We should take good care of you at home. We should do our very, very best to respect you. Okay? The respect in the house, for instance, for our seniors. As I'm talking to you guys, my parents actually are staying with me. Okay? They travel back and forth, but they currently stand with me. But this is very important for me to pay them their respect. Because again, you're talking about somebody who was your parent, somebody who was your boss, and now you are taking care of them. So it is not an easy situation. It is very difficult because now those people who are taking care of you, who made all the decision, now you are the one making the decision. They are asking you, can you do this for me? Can you take me to the store? It is not an easy situation. But what we need to do is to make sure that when our parents are staying with us, we pay them high respect. It is extremely important that our parents, if they stay with us, we don't be disrespecting them, or help them the most you can so they can keep their dignity, so they can keep their place in the household. Because this is extremely important. Because as I said earlier, if you don't do that, then your kids will mimic what you do. And guess what? When you get older, you get confused, you are in the hospital, you may not have anybody visiting with you. Because your kids will watch right now, they will see that, oh, my daddy cares for his parents. When they're in the hospital, he visited with them. He tries to keep them at home as much as he can. When they're at home, he treats them good with respect. So then when you get older, your daughter will do the same thing. And it will be a chain moving on. Because your daughter will be doing the same thing. Or your son will be doing the same thing. And guess what? It continues. Because their kids will see them take care of me, then their kids will do the same thing. So it's really a chain. But we need to start somewhere. It is very hurtful to see that somebody who was doing so much in the community, somebody who was helping us so much, and today we just give up on them. We just give up on them. Just because they don't have money, just because they don't have the strength to come to our house and help us with doing some moving furnitures or whatever they used to help us do, then we give up on them. Age is a normal process. It's a normal process. We can't prevent it. We're all gonna go through it. We're all gonna get older. We're all gonna lose our strength. Now, you may be stronger, you may be doing everything on your own, but guess what? Later on in life, if you continue to live, which I hope you all continue to live, if you continue to live, you will start losing your strength. And that's very normal. But what you want to do when you're losing your strength, you want to prepare the people around you, the people who will be making the decision. You want to make sure those people, they see something in you that really pushes them to take good care of you when you get older. That is extremely important. Because if you don't do that, guess what's going to happen? If you are not doing it right now, it will be too late, because they will not be doing it for you if you are not doing it for your parents. So you want to instill that in them as being your children. You want to teach them that they need to take care of the seniors, they need to take care of the older people, and they need to be respectful to them. That is extremely important. Because you can't disrespect somebody who is an elder, somebody who you should pay tribute to. Because somebody who took care of you, somebody who was there for you. I understand in some situation something happens, maybe a daddy may not be really present. But again, as I said, sometimes we need to move on. We need to forgive, and we need to pray for those people who did not take their responsibility. We need to pray for them. Don't hate them. I know several people who actually don't talk to their parents or don't talk to their dad. Well, I will tell you, today this is a very important opportunity for you. If you review your life and you're like, okay, well, I've not been talking to my dad. It doesn't matter what he did to you, but reach out to them. Say Happy Father's Day to them, especially if they get older. It's very sad somebody is revenging on older person. And it's the same thing, not just for a parent, but even somebody who is saying somebody is an assisted living or they're in a nursing home and they may have some confusion. Sometimes a caregiver, because you see that sometimes happens, a caregiver may try to mistreat those people because they may have said something that kind of irritated the caregiver. But again, what is an immorality? This person, sometimes they're confused. They don't even know what they're talking about. This person cannot fight you. They're laying on the bed. They are at your mercy to get them up from the bed to the bathroom. They're at your mercy to feed them. So a lot of the times, they don't even mean it. They don't mean it because what you have to remember, those people, they are under a lot of frustration. A lot of our daddy, they work very hard and they get older. And one of the things, when they were young, as you know, for most men, and I think I'm one of them, so usually we love to be strong. We love to do things on our own. We love to we don't want to show weakness, usually. So those people, they have a hard time knowing that somebody is actually taking care of them. They have a hard time that they cannot manage their own finances. They have a hard time that they can't get up and go to the bathroom. It's very hard. But again, I think we shouldn't be bossing them, but we should talk to them. And this is the reason why sometimes you may be asking your parent, if they get older, you may say, hey, I'm going to send somebody to sit with you or help you out. Sometimes they may look at it as being a little bit offensive. And you may think, okay, I'm trying to help you. Why don't you let me help you? Well, the problem is, sometimes it is how we address them. We need to always look at those people as people we need to address with respect. I'm going to give you a very simple and recent example. Yesterday, as I was working and I thought somebody needed some help. Instead of coming and say, oh, I'm gonna order for you to get such and such help. And I know people like to be independent. They like to live alone. They don't want to think they need help. I had to use a strategy, very respectful strategy, and try to help them to make that decision. Usually you don't want to push your parents to do something, but you want to motivate them. You want to give them the motivation to do things. Mom, I think you living at home alone is not the best thing for you because you've been falling a lot. So let's sit down. Let's see what we could do to help you. Don't just come say, Mom, I'm sending somebody there to take care of you. It's better that you talk to them and help them make the plan, because it's not as easy for them when they know you are the one making the decision for them, and they know a few years back, they were your boss. They were doing their own thing. Nobody was telling them what to do. So now they feel like they're losing their independence. So it's the best way we can talk. So if you have your dad right now and you know they're at home, they're at risk for fall, for instance. You know that easily they can fall and trip and hit their head and end up in the hospital and end up with a lot of complications that may prevent them from even going back home. So what you could do is to go and sit with them and talk to them. Say, Dad, I love you. I should have had that conversation with you a while back, but I never got a chance to get around it. Now it's the time. I want to sit with you because I think because of your mobility, your unsteadiness, I think maybe you need somebody to assist you. So let's sit and see what could we do to make sure we keep you safe, but you can continue to stay at home. because that's very important. Staying at home is one thing, but staying safe at home, that's what I usually preach about. It's we need to make sure they stay at home, but they need to be safe. So then you could create a plan with them and you get somebody to come in and assist them. One of the things our seniors don't know, senior fathers, mothers, or any seniors out there, they do not know sometimes you don't need to have somebody come into your house 24 hours. But what I don't want them to understand is by having somebody come in there for like just a few hours a day can prevent you from having to bring them to the hospital, can prevent a fall, can prevent a lot of future complications. I know a few weeks ago or a few days ago, I talked in one of my live videos when I was doing some education. I talk about a new program that we have at AWC Home Care where we go to like the assisted livings. We go there and we would provide like 1 hour just to help somebody to clean their apartment. Because this is extremely important. Many of the falls happen, many of the injuries happen while people try to clean up, they're trying to lift this up. So it's better that you encourage them to send somebody, to allow somebody in their home to help them do the cleanup. Daddy, I know you're okay. I know you can move around. I know you don't have any problem. But I'm going to have somebody come there for a few hours to help you so they can help you with some housekeeping work. Or maybe help you prepare your meal. Because some people, they lack nutrition. So it makes the situation even worse because they lack nutrition. They don't have the energy to prepare their meal. But they don't know that they could have somebody come in, because a lot of the time when people think about somebody coming into their home, they think, oh, I'm going to lose my independence. No, you still have your independence. All we do, we send somebody there and they go there. They may help you with light housekeeping. They may help you with meal preparation. If you're taking medication, they may help you with your medicine, like assist you in taking your medication, things like that, like reminders and all. But really, we don't take over. We don't do that. We don't take over. So if you are watching, I want you to continue to share those videos, because again, those videos are videos geared toward helping our community. They are videos geared toward educating our people, especially about seniors. Again, I know you may be watching, you may say, I'm not a senior, I'm not there yet, but you cannot tell me you don't have a grandma, you don't have a grandpa. So you do have somebody, and you can tell me also that you will not be a senior one day. So our job should be to educate as many people about taking care of them today. So when we get older, we can get people to take care of us. If we change the community as far as how we look at older people in our community, it will be a good thing for all of us at the end of the day. It doesn't matter whether you're 5 years old now, it doesn't matter whether you're 10-year-old, but it will be a good thing for us moving forward, because people will look at older generation in a different way. They will look at them as people who are useful in the community and as people who deserve a lot of respect, who deserve a lot of love because of what they did in community. This is extremely, extremely important. Right, Regina?
Yes.
So don't you think it's a good thing that we should take care of our parents and keep them safe?
Yes.
Why do you think we should take care of them?
By helping them to make their meals and to clean their house and to help them get up so they can do what they were gonna do and help them bring them to the bathroom.
That's good. That's good. So we need to do that for them, because all this is gonna do what? It's gonna keep them safe, right? We want them to be safe at home, right?
Yes.
Because if we don't keep them safe at home, what's gonna happen to them?
They're gonna fall.
They will fall. When they fall, do you know where they go?
They go to the emergency place.
To the emergency room, and then they end up in the hospital. So again, if you look at it, it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you are watching my video and you know somebody that you're doubting, it could be a neighbor, it could be a family member, but if you are aware of somebody that you doubting that they may not be at risk at home because they live alone, I do want you to get in touch with me. This is what I do for a living, and I do this for free. I will go in their home and I will complete a free evaluation. And the purpose of this evaluation will just be just to make sure they are safe at home. If they are not safe at home, I will make sure that I create a plan of care with them to see how I can send somebody at their home to help them with light housekeeping, medication management. Again, it's more like assisting them and taking their medication, maybe helping them put their pills in a pill box or pill organizer if you want, help them with going to the bathroom, prepare their meal and everything. So that's what we do. So if you are watching and you're aware of somebody who may be in need of this, all you do, you call us at 678-696-9905. Or you can go to our website. The website is www.awchomecare.com. Again, we are on 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can always find us. We're very quick as far as responding. So if you have an emergency, hey, within the hour, somebody will be at your house assisting you. Today, it was very special talking about our daddies. Every daddy, wherever you are, if you are in the hospital, if you are suffering, or you're having a good time, drinking a beer, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. And if you are somewhere where you think you're not safe, I want you to call me. And actually today, I can come in and check you out and see how we can help you, how we can give you some guidance as far as making sure you can continue to stay in your home that you love so much, but staying in there safe. Because when I say you can continue to stay in your home, it's because our evaluation will help you or give you some techniques as far as making sure that you are safe at home. As far as equipment or if you need anything. So when we come there, we'll be able to make all our evaluation to make sure that we assist you so you can stay at home safely. Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.
And thank you very much to my lovely daughter who was here with me on the show this morning. I want to say thank you to everyone who was watching our show today. Tomorrow we'll be coming up with some more education for our seniors. Again, continue to follow us on Twitter.
Thumbs up. Give
On
a thumbs
Twitter,
up.
on Twitter, like our videos. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, obviously. You can go to our channel on YouTube, AWC Home Care. We have a lot of education there. We have a tons of education about seniors, about safety, about how to use a walker, wheelchair, how to feed a senior person. So really, again, our videos, we do a education for everybody, but we focus our education. It's health education, but mainly for our seniors. So really, it's educating people on how to take care of older people, educating people on a way to keep as many seniors in their home and keep them safe, keep them happy, give them a better life, help them to live longer. Because again, when people are under a lot of stress, when they don't have family around, all the statistics shows that it shortened their life. So we are encouraging everybody to connect to their parents, to connect to their friend, their senior friend. Don't disappear because they are older. Don't disappear because they need your help. But I want you to be there for them. I want you to continue to support them. Again, please guys, continue to support what we're doing. Send me a text message, private Facebook me. Send me a message if there's any suggestion, if there's any topic that you think we should be talking
Thumbs
about.
Give a thumbs up to
Exactly.
us.
They will do that. And if there's anything, or if you are, maybe you are a healthcare provider like me, and you feel like there's a topic that you want to talk about, we'll be more than happy to allow you to use our platform to talk about this topic. This is what we do. We're just doing it for the good of the community. Again, we were alive in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know wherever you are around this world. I know Father's Day may not be the same in other countries compared to the US. But wherever you are a father. So I'm gonna wish you a happy Father's Day. And I'm gonna ask you
Father's Day to all people.
And I'm gonna ask you to do something you like to do today. Be you, have some fun, forget about diet, forget about everything, forget about all those health topic I talk about just for today though. Okay? Go out there, do something fun, and enjoy yourself. Thank you again for watching, and you all have a great evening.
Thumbs up.